You'll be able to see that these are normal, unmarked cards that could be borrowed. And this doesn't even have to be done with cards, actually. It can be used with other pieces of information. Any card taken from the deck, 3 of spades, I can know every card. If you were here with me in person, I'd be able to do this to you while holding the secret in plain sight. Open sesame! So last fall, I shared a free magic trick tutorial over on the Murphy's Magic YouTube channel.
Now you've just seen an incredible effect from the one and only Michael Shaw. We can borrow a deck of cards and know what every single card is in that deck.
Explaining how to use your Apple Watch as a peak device. I want to explain that now and provide some further ideas as well, but shout out to Murphy's Magic. I appreciate them sharing some of my magic on their site. So the Apple Watch has this awesome feature where you can mirror your camera, there I am, little me, on the screen there. So imagine this, you're out and about, you're performing magic, you're gonna lay a ton of things out on the table. Your keys, your phone, your deck of cards or the box that you're using, your wallet, all of that is out on the table. What that allows you to do is have the phone with the back camera facing up toward the sky, and it's just there. What's great about this camera mirroring is that you can launch it from the Apple Watch. So you pull it up, it'll pull up the camera, and now you're getting a live feed of what is being held over the camera. Anything that passes over it, you will be able to see on here. So you'll notice right now it's mirroring kind of slowly because I'm actively recording from this iPhone. But when it's just in picture mode and it's not actually recording, then the picture will be a lot faster. So the way I shared this with Murphy's was having the Apple Watch on the wrist, sort of geared toward yourself so that the screen is not seen. And then I was able to show off the cards and make it clear that I wasn't looking at the cards, but I was watching my wrist to see the live feed of the information of the cards. So that's kind of how you could do this for camera. So I imagine you could apply this to a Zoom show where you're able to make it clear that there's no mirrors or anything around you and that you're looking away. And then you use this basically as an external monitor that enables you to view the information. So in a real world scenario, it's almost like a shiner. You need to just make sure that the card, organically of course, passes over that spot you need it to pass over so that you can get your peak. But let's take it outside the realm of cards. So imagine they've written a thought down on a business card or something like that. Just have them hold it out, and you can even guide their hands in sort of a mentalism-y show. You can make it like you're feeling it out. You just guide their hands over the phone so that the information is showing, and maybe you're holding their hands there. And then this Apple Watch, I have the straps detached so that this can be sort of a palmable, pocketable peak device. So you could go as minimal as having it in your writing hand and having a pen in your hand to kind of complete this sort of subtlety here. You could even be so audacious as to be holding their hand over where the information is and then just be doing something silly like watch the pen with me and think of your person, and you're literally watching the pen with them. But it kind of has this almost like hypnotic feel of like, okay, I want you to follow the pen. So if their eyes are following the pen, it's literally right in front of them that you also are getting your peak. So just like that, you have it there and it'll show the information. But if you want to be a little safer, you can also have it palmed while you're holding a stack of business cards to write the thought down that you're trying to retrieve. Even hide it behind it so that from here, your fingers are hiding it. And then when you want to peek the information, you just move it over to the side some and you have it there. If you want to remain completely hidden, this is great too, because you can hide it behind from this side. It's in a finger palm from this side. And then just in the moment when you want to ascertain the information, you just slide it over. Another cool thing about this is that when you kill the camera app in your Apple Watch, it'll kill the camera on your phone. So it does all that cleanup for you. You can get into the camera, get your information, get out of the camera, and there will be no trace left on the phone. One thing I think might be kind of cool is to have your spectator not actually write on a card or anything, but write on their palm. So it's almost like a literal form of palm reading. You can even lean into that with the presentation. So you have them write a person's name or a thought on their palm, or maybe they just draw a basic shape, you know? And so you're gonna act like you're feeling their palm as they hold it out. You hold it a few times, and then again, with your hand, you can physically guide them over to the correct spot. And you can kind of pretend to be doing your mentalism, and then you can do, of course, the pen subtlety again, where you have them watch the pen, you're watching for your information, and then you can get rid of all of that. You can kill the app, you can ditch the Apple Watch in your pocket, and you can reveal the information then. So having a literal palm reading where you are finding out the information off the palm is pretty cool. Something else to consider is to maybe have your peak moment not happen right before the reveal. So you have the peak ascertained in one of the many subtleties we've discussed, and then you might have them fold the card or put it in their pocket. So it's kind of drawn out, but you have that delivery at the end, and it makes it harder to retrace. So from start to finish, it could look like, hey, I want you to write a person's name down. They write it down. This is editing Michael here. I would recommend that when they write down the name is when you palm the watch into your hand from your pocket. So they're writing the name down, or they're looking at their card, whatever that moment is, that's the moment to retrieve the Apple Watch and open the camera app so that it's ready to go. Have them write down the information. That's your moment. That's your window to get the device ready and to open the camera app. If you do the pen version, of course, you can keep your other hand on their hand to keep their hand over there. But if you're gonna do more of the journal or a stack of business cards that you're writing on version, in that case, once you've guided their hand to the right place and maybe said, like, I'm gonna try to feel it out, look at you for a second, then you can go to your journal or stack of business cards, piece of paper, billets, whatever, and you can say, I'm gonna try to write your thought down. So if you're gonna have something to write on, you need to write on it if you're gonna use that to hide the Apple Watch, right? Just wanted to add that. You say that you're going to try to see if they can communicate that to you without actually saying it. So you're going to be reading them, their body language, different things like that. So you have them hold it out. You physically can guide it over with your hand, and even emphasizing like, hey, I'm going to even try to see if just by holding contact with you, if I can ascertain anything. You have them look at you. You can then do your pen subtlety or the full journal, and then wait to reveal it, right? So you're gonna wait to reveal it. You can explain, man, I'm having a hard time reading it. Go ahead and fold it up, place it in your back pocket. I wanna look just at you. So you've ditched everything, you've gotten your peak, you're getting rid of everything, and then it almost feels propless at this point, right? You're just looking them in the eyes, and you can begin to unpack it. If you want more resources on kind of the cold reading aspect, Spidey is a great magician and mentalist, and he has so many great ideas. He shares some great stuff for free, but actually baked into the Hermes wallet from Josh Janowski, he had Spidey come on, teach a lot of great cold reading stuff. So inserting that there, I think would be helpful here for the presentation of this method. I'm here to simply share the method because I think it's really cool, and I love coming up with stuff like this and exploring it. So something unknown that you may not have thought of is how to use this with your Apple Watch, so I hope you enjoy it. It's important to note that if you're walking around with your Apple Watch in your pocket, this is the time to kind of convince people through the way you're living your life that you do not have this on you, right? Obviously. So if people are used to seeing you walk around with your Apple Watch, this might need to be the magician sacrifice you need to make of not wearing your Apple Watch for a while before you even perform this. And then that way it won't even be thought of that you have extra technology on you. Because I think this works best if people can see you do not have an Apple Watch on you, you don't have any extra bits of technology, and you secretly ring this in and then ditch it later. It would very much harm the illusion if people are like, oh, you have bits and bops on you normally, so you need to get that out of people's minds if they know you. If they don't know you, if they're strangers, you can begin by even showing, I think you can make a grand show of the fact that, like, look, there's nothing up my sleeves, I don't even have extra things on me, and then when you go to retrieve your pen or journal, you're able to ascertain that peak and get rid of it. So it is a secret prop a secret tool. We don't want people thinking you have an Apple Watch on you or that you're getting a peek from a device. So it is secretly rung in and out. Hope you enjoy that, guys. Let me know how you plan to use this if you're gonna try it out. Or let me know what's your favorite Magic Peek device. There's some great ones out there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.